Okay, confession time. I might be on a watch list right now just for typing how to kill men and get away with it into my search bar. But hear me out. Before the FBI starts tracking my IP address, we need to talk about this book because it's an absolute rare. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into Katy Brent's wildly controversial dark comedy thriller, How to Kill Men and Get Away with It. If you are burnt out on predictable, overly serious thrillers and need a book that is 10% murder mystery, 90% chaotic girl boss energy, and 100% fun, then grab your iced coffee because we are breaking down everything you need to know. Is it a masterpiece or is it a total mess? Let's get into it. So, what is this book actually about? Let me introduce you to our main character, Kitty Collins. On the surface, Kitty is living an absolute dream. She's an influencer, she's gorgeous, she's got everything looks, money, fame, good friends. But Kitty has a dark side, a very dark side. After a horrific encounter with a toxic, abusive man at a party, Kitty realizes that justice system is going to let him walk free, and that is when she sort of takes things into her own hands and accidentally, well, not really accidentally, but accidentally kill the man. And get this, she gets away with it. Now, not only she gets away with it, but she sort of realizes that the world is full of awful men and society keeps giving them a pass. So she becomes a sort of vigilante. Think Dexter meets Instagram culture, but wearing hot pink and drinking iced latte instead of lurking in dark alleys. Now, I know what you might be thinking. A book with that title sounds intense, right? Like a heavy true crime drama. But here is the secret sauce of this book. It does not take itself seriously for a single second. And that is why it works. Katy Brent leans heavily into the dark satire. Kitty is a total unhinged narrator, but she is so witty and self-aware that you can't stop laughing. It's funny, it's sassy, and it completely exposes the modern dating culture, the influencer toxicity, the Instagram culture, and how society treats women who speak up. Every time Kitty tries to rationalize her crimes with ridiculous justifications like blaming her horoscopes or winning her dress, it's pure comedy gold. Of course, no book is for everyone, and this one is no exception. So, let's talk about the flaws too, because we like to keep it realistic and honest. First off, if you prefer your thrillers tightly plotted with realistic police investigations, girl, turn around now. The police work in this book is literally non existent. If real life detectives were this oblivious and dumb, half of us would have been committing crimes in broad daylight while eating a burrito. Secondly, Kitty can be a lot. She is superficial, she is self observed, and her internal monologues are full of designer brands and toxic dating culture. If you like your characters to be wholesome, moral, and likable role models, turn around now because you ain't getting anything here like that. And finally, the satire can lean into territory that may feel a bit repetitive, like Batman getting what is coming for him. It gets a few more times over and over, and the plot in the middle section sags a little, but it picks up to the end. And God, the way it picks up, like it has traumatized me, it has excited me, it has blood pumping into my veins. Feeling I was so disturbed, so disgusted, and at the same time, it was so hilarious, like a perfect example of a dark humor. But I would say, in my own opinion, that I felt like that the dark humor, the humor part, got vanished after 60% of the book. After that, it got really dark and really disturbing and really disgusting. So, yeah, you are in for a wild ride. So, how do you know if you wanna add this book to your TBR? I would say if you wanna read a book that is witty, funny, and you want a good laugh, and you wanna get into some unrealistic world where the fantasy, the really dark fantasy is coming true, the girls who are tired of men bullying them, teasing them, being abusive to them, then maybe it can be a good read for you. But if you are looking for a realistic psychological thriller or a really good realistic plot, this book is not for you. I actually saw a lot of people hating on this book on the internet, that it is boring. First of all, I don't get how this book can be boring. Secondly, everyone is trash talking the fact that the plot is unrealistic. But here is the thing, it is not supposed to be realistic. And the people that are saying that it is not funny, yes, it is not supposed to be funny. Killing men is not funny, it is a serious crime. So that's why we call it a dark satire, a dark humor. You need to, I always say, you need to know the genre before you pick up a book. If you pick up a thriller and accept a romance, if you pick up a dark humor and accept a thriller, serious thriller, I don't know what you are doing. Think about it this way, the classic books are always amazing, timeless, they are on another level. So if you pick up a contemporary book and just compare it to a classic one, what will you have? It's the same thing, right? You cannot really compare Pride and Prejudice to the Love Hypothesis. The Love Hypothesis will look like a joke in front of Pride and Prejudice, but it is one of my most favorite books, and I am a classic book girly. You need to know the genre. You need to get into the book knowing what you are accepting. Don't go blind into books. It is a waste of your money and your time. That's all I'll say. I know I am getting a bit riled up, but I just have to defend things I love, and I absolutely love this book. And if you want a good love, go for it. I'll absolutely recommend you to go for it. One thing I'll say, that the ending is very unpredictable. The twist, you will know that a twist is coming because it is building up the whole plot. But let me tell you, you will never predict what the twist is going to be, and it will absolutely blow your mind. Lastly, disclaimer, I do not support this book. I do not support taking matters into your own hands. I do not support killing men, and the murders in this book keep getting ridiculous one after another. So first one, I think it was deserving. Second one, from the second one, I start feeling like, no, it is not good. And that's what it's supposed to be. It is not supposed to be a moral, realistic thing. She is a psycho. What she is doing, she is not a hero. We are not supposed to support her. That's all I am saying. So this is a work of fiction, and this is funny. And no, killing men is not funny. So I really liked it. It was very intriguing, it was addictive, it was fast paced. So yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think about this book, and if you are going to read it. This book has taken the internet by storm because it went viral, and for the wrong reasons. So the person made it viral thought it was not a work of fiction. He thought that it was a guide, like, men, use your brains. If this is a guidebook, if this is a non-fiction book, it is going to be banned. It's not that hard to understand. It's a story. It's just a story, like you read about other morally grey characters. This is also another book about another morally grey character, and this is not going to inspire us to go out and kill men. Like, literally. So thank you for watching the video, guys. I'll be back with another video soon. Until then, bye bye.